um 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 um, we're gonna do some analysis on gold, some pairs: gold, BTC, Euro USD, US Tech, which is Nasdaq, and GP USD. So I don't want to baffle you much with what with talks and whatever, but what I'm looking for on BTC next week or throughout the week before a sell is this. I'm just looking for a what? A retracement to the what? To this FEG. Inside this FEG, inversion FEG. After the retracement into this, because we broke 4 hour, like a retracement to this level into the 50%, either the 50% or inside this area, because this line, this line that I put over here a a weekly low, previous week low, right? So we retrace here and then we dump to the downside. So that's that for BTC continuation to the downside. So we retrace to the 50%, or inside what? Inside the FEG, inside this FEG. After that, we look for sales, then we dump to the previous week low. And with that being said, on Monday, before Monday, we'll be opening the new monthly candle. So we have an FEG in the monthly to retrace to. So after hitting that weekly low, after hitting that weekly target, then we'll have this big FEG. So then we'll retrace inside and find a sell to the downside. So that's that for BTC, because I don't want to baffle you with much talks. Just wait for the retracement to the inversion, or to the inversion FEG, or above 50% of the range, and look for a sell over there. Let's go to Nasdaq. We'll be looking for buys on Nasdaq, because we change market structure, we shift market structure to the upside, and we look for sells below the 50%, or we look for buys below the 50%, or below the 50%, or at the 50% area. So as for Nasdaq, by next week we'll be looking for buys on Nasdaq. We'll look for buys on Nasdaq. And talking of gold, as for gold, how gold is set right now, we'll react to this FEG first. After reacting to that FEG, then we do what? Then we retrace to the monthly FEG. There's a monthly FEG forming, and we'll retrace to that FEG. Right now, gold isn't clear. This is silver, and gold isn't clear. But what I suggest is what? We retrace to the FEG, we retrace to the 50% of the FEG, or 50% of the range. Then we look for sales, a little bit short, because we change market structure, shift over here. We shift market structure. So we'll be looking for sales on gold too, just a few pips away. This is GEP, and on Monday we shift market structure here, and if you go to the daily time frame, you'll see we have this FEG here. And I don't know whether price will break away, will leave this gap open, because we are creating another. The market has closed, so we have created another FEG here. So I don't know whether price will mitigate it or not. We're just gonna react to what price is gonna do. But for the meantime, gold has closed above this range, so we'll just wait for for you to create a point of interest, which is FEG, and retrace to the 50% for a trade setup. So we may buy on what GBP USD next week. Right now that you Euro USD hasn't take away this high, break above it. I'm suggesting something, but we just study how price moves. And but right now, on my observation, euro is not that strong, so it can be slow to price action for buys next week. Maybe we'll have a retracement by next week on euro or GU. Yeah, so that's that for today. So gold will sell a little bit. Gold will sell a little bit next week. And GU will look for either retracement or continuation, because the 4 hour hasn't changed state in delivery yet. And what Nasdaq will wait for that retracement to enter, to wait for confirmation, and take our buys to the upside. And about yeah, so that's that. Bitcoin to wait for that retracement into the 50% and buy. Have a good weekend and steady how price moves, and steady price before you enter, and have the correct timing. Have a nice time. This is my channel, Rich Client. You're welcome.